welcome to Live Interactive English. Hello everyone, I'm Mike.
Hi, I'm Rainbow.
And it is getting into spring and summer, Rainbow. Nice. People are starting to do their outdoor activities again as the weather warms up. And one of the best things to do in Taiwan during the warmer months is get on your bike and get out there. Do you like to go bike riding? Are you a bike rider? U-bike, that's right. You actually don't even need your own bike,
I don't have my own bike.
Yeah, well, if you stay in the city, right? If you stay near the city, you can definitely U-bike. But if you're a more adventurous type of person, or if, riding around the city is kind of boring, you might want to get out further away from the city, up in the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even ride all the way around the island. I know some people who have done that. And to do that, you would definitely need something more than a U-bike. I wonder how much it would cost you if you took a U-bike all the way around the island.
I think it would hurt my bum.
It would definitely hurt. I don't know if the U-bike would be strong enough.
It would hurt me.
To go
Yeah, I don't think so. It would break down.
Sometimes you want to buy your own bike, especially if you do want to do something a little special on your bike, like a racing bike, a mountain bike, that type of thing. So that's what we're going to be looking at for a couple of days. Bike shopping. And yes, when we say bike, we can always say bicycle as well. Have you gone bike shopping recently, Rainbow?
Not recently.
No, not recently. I bought a new bike about 10 years ago. Yeah, when I moved to a new apartment, I had enough space to sort of park my bike. And I live near one of the riverside bike paths.
Oh, nice, nice.
So that was really cool. And I had a good time. And I bought a Taiwanese bike.
Giant?
Exactly right. I was going to say, you can probably guess the company. So bike shopping is lots of fun. But there are many things to think about. I remember they asked me questions. And I'm like, that's a good question. I
never thought about that before.
Exactly. So let's check out bike shopping when you want to go a little bit beyond the U-bike. Get your own bike, get some bike shopping in, and then we're going to find out all about that right now. Gary approaches a clerk in a bike store.
Hi, I'm looking to buy a new bike, but I'm not sure what type would be best for me.
What do you plan to use it for?
I'd like to use it to explore forests and national parks outside the city.
In that case, a mountain bike would be ideal. They're designed for off-road trails.
Sounds perfect. What should I look for in a mountain bike?
You'll want something with sturdy tires and comfortable handling. We have a few models that would suit your needs.
Great. I'd like to take a look at those.
Okay, so bike shopping part 1. Our first part is called deciding on a mountain bike. So this is not just any bike. This is a bike for the mountains, a special bike, a fancy bike. We've got our main character, Gary. Gary approaches a clerk in a bike store.
All right, so Gary is in the market for a new bike, and he knows what kind of bike he wants. Well, we'll find out about that. Yeah, he's a basic idea, but of course the clerk will give him lots of good info. So Gary begins by saying, "Hi, I'm looking to buy a new bike, but I'm not sure what type would be best for me." That's a really good point because there are different types or kinds or styles of bicycle that you can buy. And yeah, if you have a special reason to want or a special thing to want to do with your bike, you might want to choose one style over another.
Clerk says, what do you plan to use it for? What is the purpose of this bike?
Exactly. That will lead us to the style that he wants. And he says, I'd like to use it to explore forests and national parks outside the city. So not a bike to just sort of run around the neighborhood and pick up his shopping. Not the kind of bike you might see in those bicycle races where it's a speed thing and you want to go real fast. No, he's going to be outside the city in the mountains, maybe not even on a proper road, right?
Wow.
Maybe riding over dirt,
trails,
rocks and stuff like that. Yeah, so that will definitely be a special kind of bike. What kind of bike? Clerk?
In that case, a mountain bike would be ideal. They're designed for off-road trails. So off-road trails are not conventional. They're probably not flat. They're very, very bumpy probably. And they're called off-road trails. We have lots of different trails when we go hiking or biking, right? Especially in Taiwan.
Yeah, for sure. Off-road, well, first of all, it's not a normal black road with the lines painted on it that cars and motorcycles drive on. No, it's a trail in this case. A trail is a dirt road that really just goes naturally kind of through a forest or over a mountain, through a farmer's field, something like that. It might be sort of prepared. You might have people out there digging up the big rocks and cutting down the little trees, or it might just be something that animals have created over, a long time. But it's definitely not a proper road. It will be dirty. It will have rocks on it. When it rains, it will become very wet and muddy. And it won't even be big enough, probably, to have a car drive along. So this is very different. And that's why he needs a special kind of bike. Here's an example. It took us 5 hours to walk the entire mountain trail.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. And because it's a mountain trail, we could actually use the verb to hike the mountain trail, which again is walking through rough country, not just walking along a nice smooth road. And Gary says, sounds perfect. What should I look for in a mountain bike? So a mountain bike, I want to ride in the mountains. Yes, that sounds like the bike that I want to get. But there are probably also many kinds of mountain bikes. So what should I look for? What makes a mountain bike a mountain bike?
Yeah, we have to get specific here. Clark says you'll want something with sturdy tires and comfortable handling. We have a few models that would suit your needs.
Okay, yeah, and that's one of the clearest things you can see as a difference between a mountain bike and a city bike, a road bike, or a racing bike. The wheels of a mountain bike are much...
They're like kind of sharp, right?
They're bumpy, that's of course, to help
claws
them
or something.
kind of hold on to that dirt and the mud. And they're much wider, much stronger. Those racing bike tires can be very, very thin. And of course, if you rode over a sharp rock, you might just break the wheel right away. So you need something much stronger, much tougher to take on those bad roads or those off-road trails. Gary says, great, I'd like to take a look at those. That's exactly the kind of bike I'm looking for. Where are they? Show me them. Take me to them. I want to see what you have to offer. And we will see what they have to offer, well, maybe later, but we're going to take a break first.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这一次的绘画是关于选购自行车。先补充一下 ，Mike 老师他有用到 in the market for something 这个用语是表达有意购买什么什么。好，那在第一段对话里 ，Gary 他打算买一台新的自行车，但不确定哪一种最适合他。自行车店的店员就问 Gary 打算用这台车来做什么呢？他回答说，想要用来探索城外的森林和国家公园。那店员就说，那样的话，登山车会是理想的选择。这种车是专为越野小径所设计的。店员还有提到说 ，Gary 需要的车要有坚固的轮胎和舒适的操控性。我们先来看 trail，trail 它表示步道小径，尤其是乡村或林间的步道。那文中它用到 off-road trails 来表达越野小径。这个 off-road 就是形容越野的，这个车辆它是设计供越野用的。好，补充单字 sturdy， 它是形容词，形容经久耐用的或是坚固的。这边有2个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是 be looking to 加上原形动词，是表达打算计划做某事。那注意这个用法常常用进行式表达，例如 Arthur is looking to start his own business。Arthur 想要自己创业。那第二重点是 in that case， 表示那么一来，既然如此。这个片语常常摆在句首，用逗号跟后面的句子隔开。好，那假设朋友说，如果晚点离开就会碰到塞车，这时候可以回答 In that case, we'd better leave early。既然如此，那我们最好早点离开。介绍课文中。
After deciding on a mountain bike, Gary and the clerk discuss accessories.
So, which accessories should I get to go with my mountain bike?
Well, firstly, I'd suggest a helmet for safety.
Got it. What else?
A water bottle is vital for long rides. And you might want a pair of gloves for grip.
Makes sense. Anything for the bike itself?
A good set of lights, if you plan to ride early in the morning or late evening. And a repair kit for any unexpected problems.
Perfect. I'll take all of those. Thanks for the help.
All right, we are still at the bike shop with Gary getting his brand new mountain bike. How exciting. He's picked the bike. Now, as we see in part 2, he will be choosing accessories. Accessories are those extra things you might buy that you can put on your bike if you want.
On
things
the side.
On the side. Things like lights, maybe bags if you want to carry things, water bottles. Bottle holders, safety things like, as I said, lights and reflectors and all that kind of stuff. It might cost a little bit more, but it will make the bike perfect for what you want to do. So let's find out what's going on.
After deciding on a mountain bike, Gary and the clerk discuss accessories.
Yeah, accessories, extra things you can add on if you want. So, Gary begins the dialogue by saying, so, which accessories should I get to go with my mountain bike?
Ooh, good question.
Like a big shopping basket on the front to carry his eggs. He probably won't need that.
Not in the mountains.
No.
Well, firstly, I'd suggest a helmet for safety. For sure you need one, especially if you're going to be flying around in the forest.
Right? Going down hills in the rain, in the mud. If you go over the bike, if you stop too quickly and you go head first over the bike, this is extremely bad. Not in Taiwan, but in many other cities and countries, it's the law.
Required.
Yeah, it's the law to wear a helmet, like it is here on a motorcycle.
That's right.
If you're doing any head cracking activities, you want a helmet to stop your head from cracking.
A helmet is a thing that goes on your head. It's basically a piece of metal or hard plastic. Hopefully it's stronger than that to protect your head when you're riding a bike or a motorcycle. This is for safety purposes. You can also see helmets in construction sites when people are building things to prevent heavy things from dropping on their head, because obviously this is like the most important part of our bodies, so we have to protect our heads. You should always wear a helmet in case you have an accident. And like Mike said, in Taiwan, it's the law if you're riding a motorcycle or a scooter to wear a helmet.
Yeah, and that seems to make sense to Gary. He doesn't go, a helmet? I don't need that. I'm a tough guy. No, he says, got it. Yes, absolutely 100%. A helmet, we'll get that. And then what else? What else? He's kind of looking for suggestions here from the clerk.
Yeah, and so the clerk says a water bottle is vital for long rides, and you might want a pair of gloves for grip. So, these are really good suggestions, especially since in the mountains it's very vital because you don't have water around you just any time.
That's right. A water bottle would be as vital as a helmet in many cases. Especially in Taiwan, it's very hot, right? You're going to be sweating a lot. You want that water bottle. If something is vital, it's necessary, it's really, really important. You can't do something, or you shouldn't do something without that thing. It's kind of like necessary. For example, it's a must. There you go. It is vital that you lock the front door when you leave the house.
Agreed.
Unless you want to give your things away to criminals, it is vital. It is totally important. You must do that. Gary says, makes sense. Yeah, water bottle, that totally makes sense. Anything for the bike itself? Yeah, because a lot of these things are kind of for him to keep him, the bike rider, safe. But what about the bike? Can I add things to that too?
A good set of lights if you plan to ride early in the morning or late evening, and a repair kit for any unexpected problems. In case any screws fall apart, you might need a kit, right? An emergency kit.
I think they even have ones where you can patch your tire. If your tire gets a hole, you can, fix it up.
Put something on there.
Something to get you at least to the nearest bike shop or something. A little kit, travel kit or safety kit or repair kit, always handy when you're traveling.
Yeah, a kit is like a little set of tools or special things you might need for maybe an emergency. You can have a medical kit, which has some bandages, some first aid, some medication, maybe something for your pain or something to package something up. If it's travel, you might have a travel toothbrush, a small toothpaste, again, maybe some bandages or something for your face, just to keep you fresh, wherever you are, and that's a travel kit. I take a travel kit with me wherever I go. I do have that. I have a little thing with some lip balm, just things to keep myself,
You might put your phone charger in there too. Something really simple, really small with all the super important
tools.
Things that will make your life easier if you have that with you. Perfect, Gary says, I'll take all of those. Here's my credit card. Yeah, he wants all of that stuff because all of that stuff makes sense. It will be safe. It will make his life easier if he has an accident or a problem. All good choices. Thanks for the help, he says to the clerk. I think he is off on his adventures with his wonderful new bike, his great accessories, which will keep him safe and happy. And I'm sure we will be seeing Gary flying around the mountains of Taiwan on his brand new mountain bike. Thanks for joining us, guys. Be safe out there on the road, and we'll see you back here sometime soon. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye.
好，在第二段对话里 ，Gary 已经选好了登山车，他问店员应该买哪些配件来搭配他的登山车。那店员就说，首先为了安全，他会建议要买安全帽。那此外，水壶对长途的骑乘是很重要的，可能还会需要有一双手套来抓握。好 ，grip 这个名词它就表示紧握、抓住的意思。那么单字 helmet 表示安全帽或是头盔。那么 vital 则是形容极其重要的，维持生命所必须的。接着 Gary 问店员说，自行车本身有需要什么吗？店员说，如果打算在清晨或是深夜骑乘的话，需要一组好的车灯，那还有维修工具组要来处理任何意外问题。导师们刚刚也有提到这个 reflector， 在 reflect 后面加上 or， 那就可以用来表达反光装置、反光板、反光片。那还有提到这个用来补胎的工具，这时候 Mike 老师用到动词 patch，P-A-T-C-H，patch 表示缝补、修补。好，那我们看到课文单字 kit 它表示全套装备或者是成套工具，像 repair kit 就是修理工具组。还有呢，如果我们说 first aid kit， 则是指急救包、急救箱。那这时候 Rainbow 老师就有提到 medication， 就是指药物、药剂，它是拼作 M-E-D-I-C-A-T-I-O-N。好，那么以上就是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Gary approaches a clerk in a bike store.
Hi, I'm looking to buy a new bike, but I'm not sure what type would be best for me.
What do you plan to use it for?
I'd like to use it to explore forests and national parks outside the city.
In that case, a mountain bike would be ideal. They're designed for off-road trails.
Sounds perfect. What should I look for in a mountain bike?
You'll want something with sturdy tires and comfortable handling. We have a few models that would suit your needs.
Great. I'd like to take a look at those.
After deciding on a mountain bike, Gary and the clerk discuss accessories.
So, which accessories should I get to go with my mountain bike?
Well, firstly, I'd suggest a helmet for safety.
Got it. What else?
A water bottle is vital for long rides. And you might want a pair of gloves for grip.
Makes sense. Anything for the bike itself?
A good set of lights, if you plan to ride early in the morning or late evening. And a repair kit for any unexpected problems.
Perfect. I'll take all of those. Thanks for the help.
Hey, 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 it's KiWi on the street. I'm Kiki.
I'm Winnie.
And today we are going to work on some translations.
Hi.
That's not very nice. Usually, if we need to excuse ourselves to pick up a phone call, there are more polite ways to do it instead of just walking off.
Ooh, sorry, wrong number.
Well, especially if it's a wrong number. Today, we are going to learn how to translate to be polite to excuse ourselves.
Sorry. Let's work on some translations. Please pick one for me. All right, let's see. What did you get? 很抱歉，我能打断一下您吗？
I don't know.
I'm sorry, may I?
Very sorry. Can I bother you for a little bit? I'm sorry, can I stop you for a while?
Very good. Can I stop you for a bit or can I interrupt you for a bit? Very, very good. We've got
很抱歉打扰，很抱歉打断你，但我能问个问题吗？
Pardon, but may I ask you a question?
Sorry to interrupt you, but may I have a question for you?
very close,
To you?
but may I ask you a question?
Oh,
okay.
more easily.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but may I ask you a question? Very good. So, what did we learn today? Today, we did some translations, and they were about interrupting a situation. And sometimes interruption can be kind of awkward, but we can still do it politely. So, our first phrase is, I'm sorry, but may I interrupt you? You can also say, pardon me, but can I stop you for a few seconds? The next one is, I'm sorry to cut you off, but may I ask a question? You can also say, I'm sorry to interrupt, but can I ask a question? And these are our translations for today. KiWi later!